Today's episode of the Library of Destiny is entitled The Iridescent Ouroboros, a tale of transformation and the cycles of life. In a lush forest, there lived a beautiful creature called the Iridescent Ouroboros. This creature was like no other, for it had the ability to shed its skin and transform into a new form, every time it did so. The Ouroboros was a symbol of the cycles of life, death, and rebirth, and its transformation represented the endless possibilities of change and growth. It was said that the Ouroboros embodied the very essence of life itself, with its dazzling colors and graceful movements. Its beauty captivated all who saw it, and its mystery inspired many stories and legends. The Ouroboros lived a life full of wonder and magic, and its story was one that begged to be told. The iridescent Ouroboros was not content to stay in one place for too long. It was a creature of constant motion, always seeking out new experiences and new forms to inhabit. And so, it set out on a journey, traveling through the forest and encountering all manner of creatures along the way. As it journeyed, the Ouroboros shed its skin and transformed into new forms, each one more stunning than the last. It became a creature of the water, with scales like a fish and a long, winding tail. It became a creature of the sky, with wings like a bird and feathers that sparkled in the sunlight. And it became a creature of the earth, with fur like a mammal and a keen sense of smell. At every transformation, the Ouroboros felt a rush of energy and excitement, as if it were being reborn into a new life. It reveled in the freedom of being able to change its form at will, and it marveled at the beauty of the world around it. As the Ouroboros journeyed, it encountered many creatures along the way. Some were afraid of the Ouroboros, with its strange and shifting form. Others were fascinated by its beauty and grace, and they followed it for miles, captivated by its every move. But the Ouroboros was always moving forward, always seeking out new experiences and new forms, never slowing for anyone or anything. Its journey was a testament to the power of transformation, and a reminder that life was always in motion, always in flux. As the iridescent Ouroboros journeyed, it eventually came to a vast desert, where the sun beat down mercilessly, and the sand stretched out as far as the eye could see. The Ouroboros felt itself growing hot and dry, and it knew that it was time to shed its skin once again. With a rush of energy, the Ouroboros shed its skin and transformed into a snake, perfectly adapted to the harsh desert environment. It slithered through the sand, its scales shimmering in the sunlight, and it felt a sense of freedom that it had never felt before. As a snake, the Ouroboros was able to navigate the desert with ease, slithering through narrow crevices and over rocky terrain. It encountered many creatures along the way, from scorpions to camels, and it marveled at the diversity of life that could survive in such a harsh environment. But even as the Ouroboros reveled in its new form, it knew that its time as a snake was limited. It was a creature of transformation, and it could not stay in one form for too long. And so, it continued its journey, shedding its skin once more and transforming into a new form. The Ouroboros was a symbol of the endless possibilities of transformation, and its journey through the desert was a testament to the power of adaptation and resilience. It reminded all who saw it that even in the harshest of environments, life could still find a way to thrive. The iridescent Ouroboros continued its journey, shedding its skin and transforming into new forms, each one more beautiful and complex than the last. It flew through the air as a bird, swam through the water as a fish, and slithered through the sand as a snake. But even as the Ouroboros reveled in its many forms, it knew that its journey was coming to an end. It had traveled through the forest, over mountains and valleys, through rivers and deserts, and it had experienced all the wonder and mystery that the world had to offer. And so, the Ouroboros came to a stop, landing on a beautiful flower in a meadow. It closed its eyes and felt a sense of peace and contentment, as if it had finally found its true home. As the Ouroboros rested on the flower, it felt a familiar tingling sensation, signaling that it was time to shed its skin one final time. With a rush of energy, it shed its skin and transformed into a beautiful, iridescent butterfly. The butterfly took flight, its wings sparkling in the sunlight, and it felt a deep sense of joy and freedom. It flew through the air, exploring the meadow and marveling at the beauty of the world around it. As the butterfly flew, it knew that its journey was complete. It had transformed many times, representing the cycles of life, death, and rebirth that were present in all living things. It had experienced the wonders of the natural world, and it had shown others the power of transformation and adaptation. And so, the iridescent Ouroboros flew off into the distance, its beauty and mystery inspiring all who saw it. A testament to the power of transformation, and a reminder that the cycles of life, death, and rebirth were present in all things no matter their form. Thank you for listening to today's episode of the Iridescent Ouroboros, a tale of transformation and the cycles of life. Please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this program.